come out and watch these bozos carry me a new one. But, you know, for Tim, that's a good thing, because that means double the dicks. I've known Tim for a while, you know, we were like Eskimo bros and all that, right, buddy? Yeah? But I'm pretty sure everybody in this room has the same kind of relationship with him. In fact, I think I see some of his Eskimo sisters out there, too. There'll be plenty of those to come.
Say something funny.
Yeah. You ladies may be surprised to learn that Tim used to work at Chippendales. But his stripping career was cut short once they changed their format to male strippers only. But don't feel so bad. He was quickly hired on as a dancer at the Tonga. That is until they began discriminating against deformed, ugly women. Not surprising that Tim's longest lasting relationship was with a hooker. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mary Hooker.
Bullshit, I had to go first, because I didn't ask to get this over with or anything. I would like to acknowledge my fellow roasters. I think we have a pretty excellent group of people, all gathered for the gratuitous purpose of being mean to somebody we tolerate. We have Dusty. Now, first of all, I would like to point out that Dusty backed out of actually roasting Tim. That being said, what I already wrote will be said fucking anyway, so Dusty is the lovable military guy. Dusty has actually been diagnosed with PTSD. Not from any trauma inflicted upon him while enlisted, but from the trauma he experiences anytime he has to go 20 seconds without telling someone he's in the military. Then we have Marissa. Now, Marissa and I have actually known each other a very long time, but we're not very close. I don't know much about her, but she strikes me as like a member of the popular clique, you know, but not one of the important ones. Like, if she were in a 90s girl band, she'd be like Sporty Spice or Spinderella. Like, yeah, your picture ended up on the poster too, but we all know you had to suck off a producer and still got paid less. Jacob, where are you? Oh, Jacob. The strong and silent type. I say strong and silent because his strength comes from silently wishing he could tattoo a portrait of his face next to Tim's ball sack. I love your face, Jacob, but you look like the survived abortion attempt after Kathy Griffin fucked the freckled kid from The Sandlot. Now, I have one for Pettit, and Pettit isn't here. Pettit also backed out. But Pettit, it's unfortunate you lost most of your hair because now you look like a mediocre Photoshopper morphed the two pictures of a missing 9-year-old boy and the pedophile that probably took him. Now, I would like to make a nod to Sastry here. Sastry's actually put a lot of work into uniting everyone for this effort. But I'm pretty sure it's all been a part of the grand attempt to be just like Tim. I mean, not only does he visit Tim regularly at work and recruit him for his radio show, but he was pretty quick to jump on the sloppy seconds that are Tim's by the way, Chris, you're really fucking short. Now on to the main event. Okay, Tim and I have definitely been known to be that couple. We've had lots of ups and downs, breaking up repeatedly just to make up again. Everyone knows this. But it's really only because he can't do any better than a hooker with fake tits, and I can't do any better because hookers just can't overcome their daddy issues without an overbearing man in their lives who loses their shit when the house isn't clean, spanks them occasionally, and bails on them every year or so. Now, okay. Some of you know... Alright. Some of you know that Tim refers to me as his Harley, and I refer to him as my Joker. But if you don't know why, I'll tell you. It's because our relationship is really fucking unstable. Plus, you know, like Harley in the comics, I only get sluttier with time, and he spends an unhealthy amount of time playing with his toys and trying to relieve the constant hard-on he has for Batman. Jokes aside, Tim is a great host. He always has gatherings at his place so friends can drink and watch movies. The problem is, while I think I speak for everyone when I say that we all have a great time at these shindigs, Tim's so obsessive-compulsive, he's incapable of relaxing when people are inside his home. And I'm not saying just that, like, he gets a little miffed when there's a drink ring on the coffee table. I'm saying he fights the constant urge to follow behind everyone with his vacuum. I mean, you guys know why Tim is so thin, right? It's not because he works out or because he regularly beats it off to the DVD commentary of Batman Returns. It's from all the rocking and swaying that commences when he realizes it's been a full minute since he's been able to pour rubbing alcohol on something. But what keeps us always coming back together is the amazing sex. And, sorry, Jake. That's right. You're not gonna hear me make tasteless jabs at my boyfriend's penis size. That's not gonna happen here. Although, I do have my complaints. For instance, Tim calls his penis the lightsaber because he's a fucking nerd. I call it the lightsaber because it burns after sex. But that might just be his OCD telling him it's okay to use Purell as lube. Yeah, everyone thinks Tim's OCD is adorable. But, okay, for instance, like, I thought it was pretty special when about a year into the relationship he asked me if I wanted to try anal. I was actually super into it. Wait. I was actually super into it until he took out a can of Lysol and sprayed my asshole with it for 15 seconds. And just so you know, Tim, it's actually really unenjoyable to have sex with someone who's trying to make the bed between pumps. Aside from that, I really think I could spend the rest of my life with Tim. Except, if he asked me to marry him, I might have to say no because as much as I love the guy, I really don't want to have my wedding reception at GameStop. Now, Tim and I have been around each other so long that even our kids have become very close. And I'm a mom. I've spent many years being prepared for anything that our kids might need on the go. You know, I keep snacks, Band-Aids, Kleenex, stuff in my purse. Now, when Tim and I started dating many years ago, I found it was just as necessary, if not more so, to be prepared for anything that Tim might need while we're away from the comforts of home. So in my Tim travel pack, I have a travel-sized hand sanitizer, single servings of Jameson. I have a couple of spare shirts for his impromptu wardrobe changes. And in case he gets upset, in lieu of a blanket or a blankie or a whoopee, whatever you call it, I have a lock of Jacob's pubic hair to comfort him. Which, by the way, it also doubles as a weird orange Brillo pad for in case Tim has any scrubbing emergencies. Seriously, though, I wouldn't have found it worth my time to roast you if I didn't love you, Tim. I fucking adore you. You're my best friend, and For once, I expect you to let me sit on your face later without asking me to set up a Dexter-style plastic thing before we do it. Thank you.
All right, holy shit. Boy, yeah, I think that might be a wrap. I was building up to, you know how you say you are what you eat? Well, that must be true, because Tim likes hot dogs. Oh, yeah? Mary sleeps with a guy. Why aren't we roasting her? I'm sorry. Hey, guys, be sure to tip your bartender. Of course, we all know Tim's a bartender, you know. But just don't ask for the Bloody Mary, because it's only available once a month. But apparently it's on special tonight. But I asked him what his favorite drink to have was once. I did this, like just a drink, and he said, well, I like a Mike's Hard Lemon Big Black Cock. Our next roaster may be the only person that can give you a discount on dildos. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marissa Humphrey.
I'm Marissa and I work at a sex shop. You're welcome. First of all, let's give Mary a big round of applause for doing this. Because to be fair, she's the one that's going to have to clean up after all of us. You know, Tim's going to put this face on like, yeah, I'm cool, this is funny. But it's not true. It's not. We all know he's a little bit sensitive, right? So tonight, Mary's gonna have to rub his head, actual head, and tell him how amazing he is, and he's wonderful, and it's all gonna be lies, but it's to make him feel good, you know? She's gonna have to clean up of it. However, Mary is a little bit like herpes. And I feel like y'all all know what I mean when I say that. She comes in and out of Tim's life. She's there for a while and then she's gone. But when she shows up, she's just a painful reminder of the mistake he made in the past. But if you didn't know that, you could just check his Facebook and hers. Because we all know it's, you know, oh, I'm so mad. Everybody come to Thirsties. Having a bad day. Relationship status, single. And then you go and look on Mary's. I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need no man. 1 hour later, there's a picture of them hugging outside of a door that says, now that's a best friend. They really don't know how to get it together, do they? They, what is it, Jack and Diane? Is it Jack and Diane? From Cheers? From Cheers? Is it Diane and who? Sam and Diane? Yeah. Sam and Diane. That's what they like to pretend they are. Y'all know that? Except it's not as fun. I do feel sorry for Mary because he is gonna jack off with his own tears. I mean, let's be fair. We do have a nice panelist though. Like we've got some good people. We do. I'm not real sure where Chris fits in. Not real sure. I gave him a hug earlier, but that was only because I thought that I stepped on him. So, sorry, I love you, but you're tiny. But I do wish that there was some more options on Facebook. You know, like maybe instead of like or dislike, there could be like, hey, I need attention. You know, or maybe like, hey, I helped somebody. Look at me. Look at me. You know. No. So then there's Jacob, right? You know, I used to have a nickname that's banned for Jacob. It's Sensitive Susan. I used to call him Double S. He doesn't like that very much. Yeah. Double S, in case anybody needed to hear that again. It means Sensitive Susan. He doesn't like it. Oh, Tim. You know, Tim, there was one night where me and Jessica, she's not here. Fortunately. You're welcome. There was one night where we decided to kick off Tim's OCD, you know, like hardcore. And everybody knows, because they've been to this bar, that Tim sets up the bar very specifically, you know? Well, one night me and Jessica thought it would be super fun to just keep moving his shit around. So when he wasn't looking, we would move his coasters. And he would come back over there and he would move them back. We could do this all night. And finally, Tim starts cussing like, these motherfuckers keep moving my shit around. He was so stressed out, and we did it the whole night. Remember that?
Yeah.
Do you? You don't remember that? Tim, in all fairness, we do love you. All of us do. You're a lot of fun to make fun of. These memes, by the way, these memes that you're seeing all over the place, that's me and Kaylin. Turn around, give a clap for Kaylin behind the bar. We spent months, everybody, months coming up with these memes. We didn't really know exactly what we were going to use them for, but just as soon as the roast came up, yeah. I just posted one on his Facebook too, like just now. He is a great guy though. We do love him, even though he's a hypochondriac. He's always hurt. But we do love him. And he's a great bartender. Everybody say I love you, Tim, because he is going to cry. Thank you, guys. That's exactly what I meant. That's all I got. So, that's me. Sorry I had to follow up Mary. Jesus.
Thank you, Marissa. You remember how I plugged Rush Productions earlier? How they handle shit? Yeah, I'm gonna plug them again and say they fucking suck at playing a George Michael song when you're supposed to. Okay. I'm just gonna wing it. Fuck. Oh boy. Hey everybody. I need those notes, Marissa. Otherwise, the other ones, yeah. Otherwise, all I got is like Tim, like really sucks. Okay. I'm about to roast you, you weenie. All right, you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of people talking shit on Tim tonight. Okay? I mean, a lot of people say he's like an asshole and, you know, whatever. He does all this shit, like, he's, whatever, way too clean. Yeah, but, I think he's a really nice guy, you know, he's charming. He's good at his job, and he always has a smile on his face. But so did John Wayne Gacy. Tim likes to keep his apartment clean. We were talking about his cleanliness, right? Yeah. But have you ever seen his butthole? Or as I've heard it called his mandingo hanger. Thing looks like the Copa in 2004. Speaking of which, our next roaster has quite a little fire crotch. And the Micro Machines tattoo on his dick to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jacob Smith.
Thank you, Chris, you short, weird hobbit. Seriously, how come every time I turn around, you're behind me? Like this? This better? I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with my hands. Seriously, every time I turn around, Chris is behind me. If I wanted to get followed around by a pot-bellied, bug-eyed, brown kid with no hopes and dreams, I would literally take a trip to Ethiopia. I feel like I should adopt you for 37 cents a week. But back to the real reason why we're here. Let me get this eulogy over so we can all get fucking wasted.
Jacob.
Eulogy.
Jacob, it's not a eulogy. We're here roasting Tim.
So
he's literally 2 feet in front of you.
No, I don't. Oh, that is Tim. So you're telling me this piece of shit isn't dead yet?
This piece of shit is sitting right here. It's 2 feet in front of you.
What the fuck am I doing here then?
Just play with this butthole.
All right. I'll keep reading what I have. I'm gonna need another drink though, bartender. Vodka on the rocks, like Marissa's marriage. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to celebrate the amazing life of Timothy Carson Postlewait. And your parents must have hated you to name you something so feminine. But it answers a lot of my questions. He was born in 1980, something, I think. But, you know, the only 2 things better than Tim that came out of the 80s was crack cocaine and the AIDS. And being a bartender, he's actually ruined more people's lives than both of them combined. You know, they asked me to do this, and I was kind of stumped. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't come up with anything. You know, to be able to say something about this amazing person, this absolutely amazing person. So I started asking around, and I came up with some things, like how caring Tim is. This magnificent person cares for all of his friends that recently break up, that he'll fuck their ex-girlfriend's mouths. Zach Beaumont knows what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure he's not here. Seriously, Tim has banged more of his friends' exes than Mary Hooker's old van had dents in it. Speaking of which, Mary, if I wanted to see a fake-booed, bulimic, pilled-out blonde bang into poles every night, I would go to the strip club and tip them $2. But Tim, we all care about you. Not because we like you, because we feel sorry for you. Because we all know that one day the HIV will turn into full-blown AIDS, and your white blood count cell will skyrocket, just like Marissa's heart rate in the bathroom on Saturday night. And then, Tim, you will be gone, and the world will be rid of your nerdy, scrawny, self-centered, superhero wannabe ass. And that, my friend, will be a sad, sad day. But seriously, man, I love you, I care for you, and I'm happy that I can call you a friend. And I'm honored that y'all asked me to do this. And to everyone here, none of this means anything. I love each and every one of you, except for Chris. I would literally rather have my nuts put in a vice grip and have hornet's nests thrown at me than look at your ridiculous, awkward face any longer. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you.
All right, yeah, let's hear it again for the love child of Leatherface and Chucky. You know, a lot of people know that Tim likes movies, right? He likes movies, he's a little nerd and all that.
Everybody likes movies. Fuck you.
Yeah, but did you know that Tim stayed for the after credits in
You stayed for the aftermath.
The English Patient?
Josh.
All right, whatever. What makes Tim social? I'm gonna a little fucking science for you idiots out there. This is a smart joke. So turn your brains on, everybody, little kids. What makes Tim such a social butterfly? Well, stage 1, the loser larva state. Stage 2, jacking off to Heath Ledger as the Joker while developing in a cum-filled cocoon. And finally, emerging into the jizz-gobbling knob-snobbler we know today. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, Monsieur Tim Postlewait, yeah?
All right, wrap it up. Okay, this is really weird because I thought I was here to get presented an award tonight, so this has all been very awkward. I need something to hold on to. Where's my podium? Check. First of all, give it up for everybody that just did this. I mean, that was great. Thank y'all. Shut the fuck up, y'all don't mean that. It's like the goddamn finish line at the Special Olympics up here tonight. Dusty, thank you, Real Talk, that was great for putting all this on. You backed out, you're a pussy, but evidently Real Talk's still a thing. We've been doing this, what, how long? What, four months? We've come a long way, baby. We really deserve this, wow. We're not patting ourselves on the back at all. This is totally for you guys. It's unfortunate that you didn't get up here because people get to hear you not be funny on the radio all the time. I wish they could have gotten that chance tonight. Y'all really missed out on that.
They're not on the radio.
It's the radio. I'm fucking old, you guys. I don't know. Dusty was in the Marines. Let's give that up for him. That's something to be commended. Give it up. You serve. You come from the likes of a long line of heroes, a lot of guys. That's really great. People like Chris Kyle and the like. Only when you inevitably get shot in the face, nobody's going to be sad about it. Chris, yeah, I mean, I love you. I don't get it though. I mean, you look like a Colombian Make-A-Wish kid that just never got called back. No, I'm kidding. No, Chris is famous in his own right. He's been in a lot of bands over the years in this town. Sharks from Space, some other shit that nobody fucking gives a shit about. But you got friends, Ringo Death Star. Everybody give it up for Ringo Death Star. Like, that must really suck that you got like good friends that like made it and like they're all over the place and you're stuck in this shithole still. That must suck. But I have thought about it. I know a way for you to get your music out there. You know how to get your music out there better? Kill yourself. There's jokes coming later. Don't worry. Marissa was here roasting me for no reason at all whatsoever, evidently. Let's give it up for Marissa. Where's Marissa? Oh, there you are, yeah. That was great. I was glad that you tried to rip on me for bartending. But Vortex, hey, I'm going to get a little cheap plug in. Vortex, anybody remember that? That was a cheap plug. I've been doing this since you were just a twinkle in the eye of the man who raped your mother, Marissa. I kid. That too. Oh. The O's are just like applause to me, all right, you guys? Only for pussies. Marissa is, though, really, she's the total package. She's the girl next door, so give it up. I mean, unless... if you live next door to an abortion clinic. Jacob, man, I thought you were like a nice guy. I was wrong. That was just mean. It like hurt my feelings, you bag of shit. You passive aggressive fuck. By the way, in the comedy field, this right now is known as killing it. You're welcome. Roasted, nailed it. Oh, by the way, ladies, if anybody's looking for a new car, if you're in the market for a new car, Jacob just bought a new one. So if you want to date him, that's it. Nailed it. He gets it. This guy gets it. Yeah. I'm saying he's a pussy. I mean, you look like Ron Weasley just dove headfirst into a meth addiction. Ginger Dallas Page, any wrestling fans out there? But the bands, I want to say thank you to the bands. Pug Johnson, the Burn Pile played earlier. The Kilowatts are next. So if any of y'all were worried that there wasn't going to be any good music tonight, you were right. No, I do want to say that this was an extreme pleasure. Thank y'all very much. I'm pretty much out of material because I would like to just have a good time with y'all and get back to the music. The only redeeming factor that will get me through this whole thing is that I am still going to be ridiculously better looking than all of you. So thank you.